Rust is one of the similar survival games that the survival genre has been shitting out recently. I mean, you know, the survival slash sandbox slash building type of game. And I have nothing against it, but I mean, look at all. And despite most of them being in beta, oh hey, what's up? Hey, can I ask it? Oh, okay. I'll see you later then. Many people have been enjoying these games. And can you blame them? These games are actually really fucking fun and addictive. These games test your skill on decision making and are known for their harsh punishments upon death. But what makes Rust differently than all of the other survival games? There's plenty out there. Like DayZ, 7 Days to Die, Don't Starve, Minecraft, League of Legends. Well, honestly, not much. There's only so much you can do to make a survival game, you know, unique. All of the other titles look and play very similar, so it's mostly personal preference what will make you lean towards one title or the other. Like for example, DayZ is more focused on exploring and killing people. Rust is more focused on gathering resources and killing people. Jeez, you need to calm down. 7 Days to Die is the one that I found the most focused on surviving, like against the main enemy. So as you may have already noticed, Rust was the title I leaned towards more. And I have my reasons. Rust itself is essentially more than one game. The experimental and the classic. So lucky you, I'll be reviewing 2 games in this video. Let's begin with the classic Rust. The one who introduced us to this world. The one who began everything. This version is by far the most playable of the 2. I guess you could say the most complete. However, it is still incomplete with occasional bugs here and there. And some misplaced objects, like looting chicken breasts from all animals, like pigs and deers. It's fucking creepy. If you haven't noticed by the gameplay footage and all of the other videos on YouTube about this game, and being on the top sellers in Steam, like how is that possible? It's a fucking incompleted game. How does this shit work? Rust is a survival game. That is literally the only objective in this game. Survive. So if you're expecting a story or a quest, side quest to do, then think twice before buying this game. This game doesn't really hold your hand. There is no tutorial or any hints in the game. It just drops you in a random place in the map, naked, with a rock, and says, "Good luck, bitch!" It leaves it up to you to figure out what the hell you're supposed to do. And I love that. This game is fairly simple, so I guess they can do that. It doesn't really affect your experience in the game. And that's because you have a chat box where you can ask away any questions you have. And this is where I realized how the game is really based on the community, not the actual game. Most of the time people are nice and answer your questions. Some aren't so nice. Hi. Oh Jesus. And that's what makes this game fun. Yeah, I guess surviving is fun, and looking at your friend getting chased by a dozen animals is fun too. But going around and meeting new people and deciding whether you want to team up with them or you want to kill them and take their loot, it's really where this game shines. You're not surviving against nature anymore, you're surviving against your own kind. Wolves? Bears? Oh, bitch, please. Naked man with a rock? Fuck no. Teaming up with someone in the game or playing with your friend is a big advantage in the game.
Say cheese, Jerry.
Cheese. Also, having a mic helps out too, and you can have fun at times. We should just be weird and hopefully he's like, Jesus, these guys are weird. And he's just gonna leave.
Let me alone.
I think it worked, Jerry. They just left. Gathering the basic resources is a bit time consuming. Yeah, it's fun in the beginning because you want to see what all the craftable items do, but after you die like 3 or 4 times, having to gather resources is a big pain in the back, you know? Like having to bend over with a pickaxe and gathering rocks, that can strain your back. Now that I'm talking about death, let me tell you something, a secret. You're never safe. Even in your house, where you feel the most secure, you're not safe. So leaving your super cool weapon you found in your house makes you think twice. But you don't want to go out with a good weapon to defend yourself because somebody might kill you and you're gonna lose it. It's mind raping. The unpredictability of this game is insane. There are times where you can't really prevent your death, like getting raided in your house. That shit happened to me. The only thing you can do is defend yourself and hope you're stronger than them. And I know what you're thinking.
Well, why don't you disconnect before people raid your house and keep your items?
Well, the server I was playing in was a sleeper server. So what the heck is a sleeper? This. Whenever you log off, your character goes to sleep in that location. So this means whenever you're disconnected, you could potentially be killed. This alone made me want to build a nice and fortified house, so it's harder to break into. Keep in mind, taking down a wall is no easy task, and it takes forever. And metal doors, for example, can't even be taken down by physical hits. You need C4s, and those are hard to get. But despite all this, it didn't really bother me at all. Mainly because you get to keep all the prints you discovered, and recreate all the weapons you potentially lost. You hear that? Yeah, that's the airdrop. It's an event that causes a plane to fly over and drop 1 or 3 giant crates with rare supplies inside them. The planes cause a loud noise warning the players the event has started. It's completely up to you to decide whether you want to loot these rare items or continue doing whatever you want to. Make sure you go prepared because during these events, the area becomes a war zone. There was a time where I finally was able to get an airdrop and then I started lagging. Fucking shit.
That's all cool and shit, but what about the experimental? Isn't experimental going to eventually be the original Rust? Explain about that, you fucking fat.
Well, Rust Experimental is very meh, I guess. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video, and please make sure you like and... Okay, it's hard to make a review on such an early and developing game like experimental version of Rust. The name itself says it. Experimental. By the time I write the script complaining about the game, it will probably change and become a third-person hack-and-slash platformer with RPG elements and unicorns shitting out rainbows. But fuck it, the experimental Rust will eventually become the new Rust. And as for now, there isn't much to do like its classic counterpart. There are a lot of differences that you will immediately notice when playing this game, good and bad. The graphics look a lot nicer along with the lighting, colors, and environment. It looks very promising. The new build system has received an upgrade, making it a lot easier to build a house. Also, you can walk and look at the crafting menu, so that's pretty cool. The graphics and game mechanics are on the right track. They're well made. The problem is the resources. Don't get me wrong, it's super easy and fast to get the resources when you find them. That's the key word here, find, because you won't ever find them. And don't get me started with the damn animals. So frustrating running for half an hour and not finding a single rock or animal to get core resources for any progress in your game. Bushed up wood is really hard to get as well, but it doesn't really bother me since you can whack at tree trunks and get wood that way anyways. Cloth doesn't give any armor or benefit at all. It's a lot better to run around naked and not waste your resources, and this is what pretty much broke the game for me. I would work so hard for a good 2 hours gathering resources just so a guy who just started comes with a rock behind me and hits me twice and kills me. It takes all my stuff. Like, people don't even waste their time getting resources anymore. They just look for a guy who has resources, attempt to kill him, and if they die, it's all fine since they don't have anything anyways. This same concept goes with the houses. No point in making a house and hide your items if you can't make a metal door. I left my house to gather resources only to come back and see my door destroyed and my expensive ass gun stolen. All this really made me stop playing the experimental since there really is no progress to be made. Since once you log off, you will most likely lose everything because your character goes to sleep in the spot you logged off. And despite all this, there is still a shitload of people playing the experimental servers, while the classic servers have little to none anyways. Like, look at this shit. Almost 100. Look at the classic servers. It's like barely 10. This game looks like it has a lot of potential and I'm fucking excited for it. But I would probably give it a bit more time before buying it. Unless you want to experience this game and watch it grow, then yeah, buy it. Just remember, buying a beta game is a risk you should be willing to take. The final game can change into a completely different one and you already spend money on it. So don't fucking cry when Rust the hack and slash RPG platformer and the rainbow shitting unicorns comes out. I know I won't. Well, thanks for watching my Rust review. remember to leave a like, and if you haven't already, then subscribe to my channel. It's very helpful for my channel. Yay! Also, on a side note, I made a Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridge series with my friend. If you want to watch it, click on the ass crack of this wonderful gentleman right here. And if you don't, then fucking don't do it. It's fine. Not really.